How y'all dickheads doing? It is I, once again, Dick Record, coming to you live from the studio in New York City. I have like 159 packs or so to open. I have so much of this set already that I think we're gonna like cover most of it. We might even have, I don't think we're gonna get a full set. I don't know, we'll see. But, before we get started with that, if you're new to the channel and you like what you see, please like, share, and subscribe. But more importantly, come over to twitch.tv/DickRecord, link in the description, where you can catch me streaming all sorts of nonsense every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday from around 4 to around 8 Eastern Standard Time. We have 161 packs to open. That's right. We have 161 packs to open. Other than that, though, fuck it. Let's just crack digital Pacos. Let's see what we got here. Astor. Oh! That's right. I should, let's see. So we're at 160 packs, but we have 33 point... Oh my god. Phoenix time! Dude, thank you for the raid. How are you doing today, dude? We have 98% of this set. But that's 98% of the one of this set. We really want to fill out the 4 rows of this set. Phoenix time! Thank you for the raid, dude. Welcome aboard, everybody. I'm Dick Record, also known as Dick Record. Right now, we're just going to open some digital packs on Magic the Gathering Arena because I just finished my farewell to the format. We just said we are saying goodbye to Dominaria United if you guys play Magic the Gathering. Phoenix time, what were you playing? 9 hours of God of War, the new one? Dude. Oh. Everybody is like, you know, getting to enjoy that. Is that a PS5 game only? I feel like that's PS5 only. I've been avoiding trying to watch that shit, right? Because like, you know, I've been avoiding spoilers, right? I saw a little bit yesterday when we rated beast mode. And, oh my god. I was just like, no, I can't even say it. I don't want to say it because you're playing it right now, right? At least I could probably forget by the time I finally play that game in like a year and a half, you know? I got it. We'll call it the Summer Squad, Ariel. We'll call it the Summer Squad. That's probably the best way to go about it. Alright, so we got like 98% of the one of each card. The second bar on top of it, until it fills up to this orange mythic color, is when you have 4 of each card. So the first time when it fills up for blue, that's it trying to keep track of you having 1 of each card, and then after that it keeps track of how many you have of the playset of each card. Right? So the new set comes out in a few days, which is why we are saying goodbye to this. Actually, the new set's pre-releases are going on right now. I can't go to any. I can't remember the Oh, there's a mythic wild card. I can't remember the cards. Yo, what's up, Mirage? How you doing, dude? How are you? How is your how's your hand, dude? I can't remember the cards that I specifically need. I know one of them's like the big monkey, Silverback Elder. You know? Did I make a time? I did not make a timestamp. I am bad at this. 3:30. Let's just say 3:30. It hasn't fallen off. It shouldn't. It should not. Solkanar the Tainted. I don't think that's one of them. So I keep checking up here for the vault percentage, because every time you get 100% of vault completion, you get like another clutch of wild cards, 1 mythic, 2 rares, and 3 uncommons. I don't know why I'm doing this one at a time. You stopped this broadcast to cast a spell on Dick. Oh no! Oh no! I just saw that. I'm sorry. There we go. Let's do these squats, Ryan. Thank you for that. Are you making sure that you're changing the bandage? By the way, you have to change it like every once in a while. I know the like, you know, if it gets like too humid in there, it's not gonna heal as fast, right? So you want to change the bandage every once in a while, right? And if you want it to stay drier, you should use those looser bandages, but also be careful with the looser bandages because they're looser. You know, the gauze bandage, right? Okay, time for squats. Thank you, Ryan. Somebody's using a plant cutter outside. All right, so which menu are you talking about? The one that shows you the bars? That's under profile, actually. What just opened? That's under profile. You go to profile, and then there's like these two things: set mastery and set collection. Set collection shows you what you have from each set, right? When it starts showing you the gold bar, that means that it's checking for a percentage of all the play sets of that set, right? When it's just checking for the blue bar, it's checking for you to see how many of the one-ofs you have per set, right? But, a little winded, you can also check to see which cards you're missing from a set by going to decks, and then going to, I think it's collection here, collection right here. And then you can go very specifically to like, phasing of Zalfir, that's what we got. Did I pop 10? Oh no, I didn't pop 10, okay. Oh, we just got these, okay. You go to this, and then you could like actually check for not collected, and you check like whatever you want, and you go to the set, and it'll show you like what you're missing, right? Like I'm missing these 5 cards from this set as one-ofs, so that I have one of each card of the set. Like this Maria, never drafted it, such a bad card. Haughty Jin, never drafted it, nobody would pass it to me. Soul Windgrace, same thing, too good. Silverback Elder, too good. Cruelty of Gix, too good. Maria, terrible. The rest of these, very good. See your hello and goodbye. Okay, you're gonna sleep. 5 a.m. Oh, okay. He was already oh my god. Ryan, it sounds like you at least had fun, alright? You have a good evening, okay, my dude? Thanks for swinging by, alright? And you know what? It sounds like that wasn't a totally bad thing to stay up till 5 a.m., right? Oh, matches are over. Matches are over. We're probably gonna do like actually, considering the time, probably gonna do some World of Horror after this, you know? But yeah, have a good evening, man. Have sweet dreams of... That's my air freshener. Never mind. Extra spearmint gum? No, I'm a little extra. That's what that's saying. Plaza of Heroes, okay. I kind of like going through these one at a time. You could open up 10 at a time, and I think there's an option to open up just like every pack. I'm sorry, I shouldn't do that. You're done with dreams? Oh, okay. Quirion Beast Caller, this is a very good card. Does it tell me how many I have of each card? No, it doesn't, okay. When you're drafting it, you could hold Alt, and it'll tell you like how many cards you have in your collection. Go. Oh no. I mean, bad dreams do suck. So, I get it. Have some good dreams, okay? Have good dreams of your favorite soup. We're approaching the fall. I don't know about over there. I think you guys are also getting the fall, right? And soup is a nice thing to have during the fall. I like soup. I like ramen. I was watching an Adam Ragusa video where he's just like, here, just make a simple vegetable soup. Take your vegetables, put it in a pot, add water, salt, and vinegar. And I was like, is that it? That can't be it. Nah, you're full of shit, Adam Ragusa. He might not be full of shit. He's actually a really good cook. He's a really good cook. Exhausting. Alright. You'll have to tell me more about that later. That sounds like it shouldn't be the case. Oh, when you open packs, right? Every 6 packs, you get 1 wild card, either rare or mythic rare, as well as 1 wild card that's either a common or an uncommon wild card. So, like, opening this many packs is gonna get us so many wild cards. I can build. I could always build whatever deck I want to. Like, look at all these wild cards. Like, we have tons of wild cards. Hey, Radidrabic. And if we have too many. Walking Bulwark. I tried to draft that wall deck one time, and that was just like, ooh, Archangel of Wrath. This card right here. What a fucker. I really like this card. I've drafted it like so many times at the beginning of the format, and it's just like, oh, would you like to take a bunch of damage? I'm just gonna murder 2 things on your board while this thing enters. Like, you never cast it as just the 3/4. You always save up for the kickers. It's nice to have this thing pop out and go like, and get rid of that. Fuck that thing. I hate it. It can go to hell. You know? And then it's a fucking flying lifelinker. Woof, woof, woof. at a certain point, if you have 4 of every rare in a set, they'll start giving you 20 gems instead. And if you have 4 of every mythic, they start giving you, when you open up a pack, unless they give you a wild card, of course, they give you a 30 gems, I think it is. So each one of these packs should have a rare or a mythic or a wild card of the same rarity. But like, we have so many packs to open that I'm pretty sure we're gonna fill out this set. There's a first Cruelty of Gix. Alright. Alright. How's our vault looking? 44%? Target opponent. Yeah, this is such a gross card. If your opponent's hand is empty, you don't do it. Search your library for a card. Get your best card. Lose 3 life. Sure. Put a target creature card from a graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. Also rude. Very rude. What is this? Temporal Firestorm. Oh, that's a certified banger right there. Board wipes are always good in draft. And this one, if you have enough mana, can just make it so that, like, oh yeah, my big creature just doesn't die here. Or 2 big creatures just don't die here. I think it's all creatures and planeswalkers too, so like, Defiler Vigor. I want this in paper. Cause like, it's just like, it's such a good card. It's, every time you cast a green permanent spell, you put a 1/1 counter on each green creature, each creature you control. Like, are you going wide? Now you're going tall and wide. Like, this is messed up. I like it. I need this for Commander. Oh, it's not a dragon. It's a worm. It's very, very, very different. It's very different. There's another Ravenman. Worm. It is great with elves. I have the only elves commander deck that I have is Lathril, right? Like, I bought that the pre-constructed deck. Hey, another Cruelty of Gix. And like, I've been slowly adding to it. It had eyeballs. Listen, I don't think they actually... Hey, there's a Thrilliana of the Veil. Like, before this set came out, before this reprint came out, this was like an $80 card. It's still sitting at like $40. So opening up this card is like, woo, boy, like you hit the lotto. Because it's a very good control piece. No, it's just very good, especially in Modern and Jund. Yeah, look at this. Look at this jerk ass card. Fucking Liliana. I think they just use Worm for anything that's like a long sneaky boy. Hey, Elder Dragon War. I think that's our second one. That's one of the cards that I had not drafted because this is such a good card, right? If you resolve it and your opponent's got like a bunch of wieners on the field, they each take 2 and die, you know? And then like it spits out a dragon and it's like, ah, that feels fair. Wyverns, though, they have like wings, right? They have wings, right? King Darian. King Darian! Oh, this is such a good card, too. Oh, it's such a good card. Basilisks. Basilisks are like... They have limbs, though, don't they? What's our vault look like? They have like long limbs, right? No? There's a Lurgoyf. That's just a Magic universe specific creature. It's just like this giant monster thing that likes to eat things in the graveyard. Wait, so what's a Basilisk then? Oh, got another wild card. 62 rare. Hey, there's our first Maria. They can or can't depending on the lore. I guess that's important, right? Because like there's no... It's fictional. All these things are fictional, right? So like depending on what everybody agrees on as like the setting, then yeah. No, you're right. You're right. Like if you're playing Dungeons and Dragons, a Basilisk may look one way, and then like if you're playing like some sort of science fiction thing, a Basilisk might just be like a type of robot thing, you know? Karn, Living Legacy. There were such high hopes for this in Modern Tron, and then like it turned out to be crap. It's just it's crap. If you read it, it's just like it doesn't add to the board. It doesn't replace itself very easily. And then the ultimate's just so far away. Ugh. So if this person takes 2... No. No, Ariel. Are you picking on... Ariel, you're picking on me. Ariel likes to pick on me. Ariel likes to pick on me. She bully. She bully. She bully. She bully. I thought we were part of the summer squads. Oh, Llanowar Green Widow is really good, actually. This is a dumb card, right? Because it's a 3-mana 4/3 with Reach and Trample, right? And that's already good enough. But on top of that, sometimes it reanimates itself. Like, back in my day, when I first started playing Magic the Gathering around, like, 4th edition, for 2 colorless and 1 colored mana, you would get like a Gray Ogre, right? Which is a 2/2 for 3 mana that did nothing. It was just a body. And now you're paying the same amount of mana for a 4/3, like something that's just stronger. It wins in that combat. And also, if it's like, you know, running around unchecked, it's just Reach and Trample? Blech. Oh. Is your summer hating on me? Bad dog. Why am I getting picked on by the dog? Summer, come here and save me. Ooh, Vesuvian Duplimancy. This is a card that either works really well or is an absolutely the wrong thing to take in draft. I tried to make this work once, and so I was taking like a bunch of combat tricks during a draft, and then like I never got to play this card. So it was just like, I made a mistake. Draft is a weird format because you can draft like some of the best cards and then never see them, which is a huge issue for me when it's just like, man, I got this really good card. It's gonna win me all these games, and then suddenly you play through all your games and you never see it. I've had that happen like IRL as well as in this client, and it's just like, God, if I only just draw the card, if I only just drew a goddamn card. Weatherlight completed. This is gonna be good in Aristocrats decks, but I don't know. She is. She's right there. She's right there. She's right there. Hold on. There she is. Up there. Up there. No, past the CD keys thing. Yes, Aristocrats. It's a type of playstyle in Magic where you want to sacrifice your creatures for value, right? Like essentially like let's say you have a creature in or something in play that says whenever a creature you control dies, each opponent takes 1 damage. That's a good Aristocrats card, right? And I lose to those things all the time because fuck me, right? Defiler of Faith is actually not bad. I have one of these. I got one in a pre-release pack. And it's just like, oh my god, did you cast white spells? Oh, you're going to get white creature tokens, and those are going to be really, really good. I mean, not really good. They're like, okay, but if they're left unanswered, it's just like they gum up the board, right? They're very useful strategically. I do appreciate the Defiler of Faith. In and out of house all day. It sounds like you're very busy. I did say Aristocrats. Oh boy. Ooh. The universe is swirling within this card, this wild card. Some people like gummy boards. Like when you play with the Ouija board. Hey, there's the Haughty Djinn that we didn't have before. All right, so that's 3 of the cards that we didn't have at all, right? As part of the one-of. Kaplusin Forest. So they're adding the Pain lands to standard, right? These came out originally in like I think Ice Age. In Ice Age, they were actually planning on printing the original dual lands, and then for whatever reason, they decided that those cards would be too powerful for the environment that they were trying to create at that time. So instead, they added these Pain lands. These Pain lands, while they're good, right, they come into play untapped and everything. The damage they deal, it does kind of add up, because right now, I think like the meta hasn't settled yet. So a lot of people are just sticking with aggro, and so like taking 1 every turn or 2 really does end up adding up, and you know, like it'll end up killing you more than you think in games, and it's just like, oh. Wait, you still have your emotes? Oh, you do have your emotes still. Evolved Sleeper, this is a good card. I think I need a playset of these just because they're very good. Like as a mana sink, you get to draw cards off of them. Yeah. Too bad it dies to Fatal Push. For those of you who know what Fatal Push is. Got another rare wild card. Oh my god. This is disgusting. Look at this thing. Oh my god. Ew. Ew. But it is a pretty good win con. It gives something menace and makes it bigger. Ugh, disgusting. Alright. Sorry. Just slowly cracking these. I recently opened a bundle of magic cards. The bundle being a very specific amount of cards that they sell. It's like 8 set boosters, and it had 1 collector's booster, and it was like a Crimson Vow bundle. Nothing good in it, right? Until the collector's booster, which, sure. But also, like, you know, it was fun, but like, my god. I had forgotten just how many cards, like, once you take them outside of the draft environment of this game, it's just like, I don't know why this exists. I don't know why this exists at all. Hey, it's Squee! Alright, so I think that this is actually going to have some long-term use, simply because it's a nice aggressive creature in red that, like, can keep coming back, right? If your opponent doesn't exile it, it just is playable again, right? It has essentially escape. They didn't want to write escape on it, but it has escape, exiling 4 other cards and pay 4. So, like, it could die to a board wipe and then still come back and then hit your opponent for 2, plus it makes a token that also hits. I think that's a pretty good card. I think that that's going to actually see play in, like, Eternal formats. It can be pricey, you know. Phasing of Zalfir is not a good card. It can be pricey. It really can be. If you stick to, like, certain formats, I don't know. It's hard to say, like, what's a good format for, like, your casual player, right? Like, a lot of people casually play Commander, and I think that it's the most popular format, but also Loam Speaker. Oh, we didn't get a Terra Sunder last thing. This would have been a really good removal spell. Commander is like kind of this communal 4-player format where everybody, like, you know, you have a commander who's like this legendary creature, the personality that sort of influences the rest of your deck. And so, like, people kind of play that casually, but also commander decks, I've seen like fucking 6-figure commander decks, you know? And it's just like, oh my god. Do I have to buy these packs? So I didn't have to buy these. You can buy these packs. The reason why I have so many packs is because I was drafting so much of this set. Right? Here, I'll go back. Right? So when you draft on the Arena client, you get a certain amount of packs based on your wins, right? And I had 160 because I drafted so much that I would just, like, accumulate packs, right? There's 2 different draft formats. This is a traditional best of 3, and then there's the other format, which I'm not the hugest fan of, called Premier Draft. This is traditional draft that we were doing today. Premier Draft is best of 1. And best of 1 I'm not a big fan of because if you lose, that's it, right? So if you get, like, some really bad draws and you just lose, or you have a game kind of, like, go out from under you, oh, it feels so bad and it's so frustrating. And you could just, like, lose in three short games as opposed to, like, 3 best of 3 games, right? So I think the other version, the other one that we're playing today, is, like, more both bang for your buck and also more fun, but it doesn't affect your rank. So if you want to rank, if you want to build rank in Arena, you have to play Premier Draft, which kind of sucks because best of 1 formats are trash. But either way, because of this, right, like, the more wins you get, the more packs you get, right? It's up all the way up to, like, 6 packs for 7 wins here, which has happened a few times, and that's why I ended up with 161 packs, which we were just opening. No DraftKings. DraftKings bad. Hashtag not sponsored. Hashtag not sponsored! But yeah. Draft is supposed to be the premier format of Magic, by the way. But, ooh, Shivan Devastate. No, come back! Shivan Devastator is fun. It's like throwing a fireball and then, like, getting to keep it every turn. I remember there was one game that I was, like, losing heavily, but I kept playing lands out because I kept top decking lands. And then, like, out of nowhere, I drew my Shivan Devastator, and I played it as, like, an 8/8, and I slammed it on the table, and I hit my opponent. They couldn't block it. And so they realized, all right, so I need to draw removal, otherwise that thing kills me in 2 turns, and they scooped. They were just like, I can't, all right. Chaotic Transformation. I've been avoiding drafting this because this is trash. This is legitimately trash. So one of the reasons why I waited till now, to the end of the format, to open the packs, though, is because this client has something called duplicate protection. So if you have 4 of a specific rare, and you would get a 5th copy of that rare in a pack, instead you'll get another rare from the set, right? And that works until you have 4 of each rare, at which point they'd give you 20 gems instead, which is why I'm keeping an eye on this. 470 means that I haven't been given gems, but it will say like 20 gems instead of showing you a card. So every pack that we open, we're getting a you know, like a card that I didn't have, like Vidalian Mind Singer. The maximum amount of any card that you can play, unless the card specifically says otherwise, is 4 in a deck, right? Certain other formats you can only play 1, like Commander, Brawl, yeah. Although in draft, if you keep drafting like a specific card, you could play as many of them as you want. Like there was one draft where I had 5 or 6 Keldon Strike teams in a red-white aggressive deck. It was just creatures, low to the ground creatures that are just running in and smacking your opponent. And I had so many of these that I would just keep running them out, and it was too much pressure. And that's what I was trying to do with the first draft. I was trying to get a bunch of these. I only got 3 of them. But like, you know, because they apply so much pressure when they hit the board, and it's just like, ah. And that's one of the only ways to get around the second deck that we drafted, which was the Domain deck, which wants to take a long time to play huge-ass creatures, which then your opponent has to go, I either can or can't answer this, you know? Sorry, it's so I know, Reddy, you're trying to ask like very poignant questions, and like the answer to everything is just like, it depends. I'm sorry, you know, the best answer I can give you is it depends. Down low, too slow. Thank you, down low, too slow, for becoming a dickhead. Stop bullying my opponents. No, you're supposed to bully your opponents. I'm kidding. Magic the Gathering, of all the games that I've played, seems like one of the more fair games, simply because of the amount of variance that a deck of cards can have, right? I used to play this game called HeroClix, right? It's this game where you play with miniature figures of superheroes, right? Like Superman, Batman, the Punisher, Wolverine, right? But that game was predicated on it's only best of 1 formats, and there's no sideboarding between matches because it's only best of 1. And so what you wanted to do in those games was play something broken, like, because you always had access to your entire force from the get-go. You know, like your figures were just on the board from the very beginning of the game for the most part. So if you created a condition where your opponent, shut the fuck, where your opponent couldn't really do anything about your team, it'd be like, ah, cool, I guess I lose. And there have been like so many matches that I've seen played, or situations that I've created where it's like my opponent just cannot get points off of me, because it's just like, well, I mean, like, these are all 0-point game elements that you need to deal with, otherwise you're gonna lose like your 90-point tent pole or 180-point tent pole, you know. And it's just like, I've won like 3 major tournaments that way, mainly because like you just try to play something that's unfair, right? And that game, I want to say this right now, that game is broken as shit. And what's funny is that like the people that like that game, right, like the people that still play it, I've since stopped playing it, but they love the fact that game pieces are broken. I've had conversations where it's just like people just go like, why does this figure suck? Why did they make this card, this figure suck? And it's like, it doesn't suck. It actually is fine for its point cost. It's just not everything can be broken. And you want something that's broken. I know it. I know that if I keep asking you about like what you want in this figure, you're gonna want like, oh yeah, this should cost like 40 points less. It's like, yeah, then it'd be undercosted and then broken. You know? Oh, it's pretty bad. Like there are times where you basically, so here anecdotally, there's this one tournament that I went to. It was a WizKids Open. WizKids being the company that produces and sells the game. It was a sealed tournament. So in sealed, for this game, you get 2 boosters. Each booster is 5 random figures, and so you make a 300-point team with the figures that you have in your booster. You don't use all of them. Sometimes you only use like a couple. Sometimes you only use one. And it was this one WizKids Open that the set was, I think it was Captain America and the Avengers. It was like 2-3 years ago. And after I opened my boosters, I saw what I pulled. I pulled like a Chase and a Chase figure, which is like those are one per case, and a Prime, which is also one per case. Rarity shouldn't matter, but it does. They're usually when figures are Chases or Primes, they're like miles above in terms of power level. But like I'm looking at what I have, and I make a team, and then there are like 4 people that are seeing what I've pulled and go, I can't beat that, I'm scooping now. So they legitimately quit from that point on before the tournament even started because they realized they could not beat what I had using what they had. So if in the eventuality that we all go to the finals, it's just rock beats scissors, you know? And so it's just like, sorry guys. And I won that tournament. And like the finals was just like, oh my god, that was a beating. Like this dude, I hadn't played him in the entire day, and then when I finally played him, it was just like, all right, so I took a turn and half your team's dead. Your turn. And the other half's just kind of like, I think I need to go see the nurse. You know, it was really one-sided, and it was like I apologized in every match because it was just like, I'm sorry, like I just. And when so much of like a tournament is just left up to chance or luck, it's just like, oh yeah, no, that's 100% not a good format. And they keep like leaning on that sealed environment as like something that is good for tournaments, and it's not. It's terrible. The same thing for, they have a draft format too, where it's like you just basically play. So in the draft format of that game, everybody gets one booster, one 5-figure booster. Everyone takes one figure from the booster and passes it to their right. So at the end, everybody has 5 figures, and you then play with all those figures. There are times where like you end up with like 200 points worth of figures, and then somebody ends up with like 600 points worth of figures, and it's just like, I guess I'm not playing today, you know? Because like you've essentially lost, and like you're supposed to, it goes on points, but like somebody could just like knock you out in like a turn. It's just like, again, it's not a fair game, and that's one of the reasons why I don't like it. Revolves of the Claw. I think that Magic is more fair simply because like you can have a wonderful deck and just like never draw what you want. You can have consistency tools to help you draw into your win conditions, or your you know, to accentuate your play patterns, but like, you know, you're never guaranteed to win, you know. Hey, Hadijin. My pet deck, and with Brothers War, which is coming out, which, well, I mean, the pre-releases are happening now, but which officially comes out on the 18th, they've added like a bunch of old frame artifacts. Hey, another Hadijin. Most of which actually go into my pet deck, which is Tron, mono green Tron, which has all been, up until now, old border cards, which I've collected from Antiquities, which is a set that came out at the dawn of the game. And so like I've actually pre-ordered a bunch of those cards to replace all of my most of the cards, and I'm gonna continue doing that because like the worm coil engines that were in the deck are also like they've released like old border versions of them, and I'm looking forward to getting them, you know. And probably gonna pick up an old border Platinum Angel just because. Like, I finally read Platinum Angel the other day, too, and I was like, oh, I thought this was symmetrical. I thought it said you can't win the game and your opponents can't win the game. It says you can't lose the game and your opponents can't win the game. I thought it was symmetrical. It's not. You can still win the game. You can still beat the shit out of your opponent. So it's just like, oh, why does that exist? Who thought that was fair? Sorry. Like, somebody out there thought that that was a fair card. I mean, it does cost 7 mana, right? So likely you don't get to play it until turn 7. But, like, and it dies to a lot of things. Like, it only has 4 toughness, right? So it could be, and it's an artifact creature, so it could be shattered. It could, like, if something says destroy target creature, it dies to that. If something says destroy target artifact, it dies to that, right? So, you know, there's like more ways to destroy it, but also, oh my god. I thought it was symmetrical. I thought that when that was on the board, you also could not win the game. No. No, you just basically prevent your opponent from winning. It's fucking rude. So like if you have like negative 300 life, your opponent still does not win the game while Platinum Angel's on the board. It's so dumb. It is so dumb. And one of the reasons why I gotta pick one of those up for Trown. Phasing of Jalfir. This is such a bad card. I had an opponent play this against me. After I resolved this thing that gave me like a bunch of 3/3 beast tokens, like I had 5 beast tokens, I had a bunch of other creatures, and they played this and destroyed all creatures. But then it's for each creature destroyed this way, its controller creates a 2/2 black Phyrexian creature token, so it replaced them all. So my opponent, who had 2 creatures, I guess they expected to like board wipe and be done with it. No, like I had 7 things out on the field, they had 2. They killed them all. And now I have 7 things on the field and they have 2 still. And it's just like, they scooped after they realized, whoops. Sometimes reading the card explains the card, guys. I'm not being cocky, I'm just saying, like, you know, fucking, like, that was probably not the play there, sir or madam. A lot of wild cards. I'm trying to get Big Monkey, Silverback Elder, and Lord of Windgrace? Lord Windgrace? Soul of Windgrace. I think those are both mythics, which is, we might not actually get those. Valiant Veteran, okay. I might have to just, like, bite the bullet. I don't actually plan on, like, spending actual wild cards to get the cards that I'm missing, so there is that. But I am enjoying popping all these digital packs just to fill out a collection. Hey, there's a Joyra. I drafted 1 or 2 of these, but like she's terrible. I never actually played her. I'm gonna say it. She's pretty, but she's trash. She's very pretty. Oh yes, very pretty. Ooh, Defiler of Dreams. I had one match where this dude played 2 of these and the mythic blue flyer, and I was just like, how the fuck am I supposed to win against this? Who the fuck passed him all this shit? Which one of you idiots? Because this is like a good card, right? It's a 4/3 flyer that draws you cards. And then like they had 2 of them. And it was like, ah, cool. And then they played another like massive 5/5 flyer that also I think draws them cards. And I'm just like, I'm gonna just scoop to this. I'm dead. I'm already fucking dead. I'm already fucking dead. You know, like. Sometimes you look around the table, and not that you can't, because like this is a digital card game. But you're just like, who the fuck let him have that? Who let him have this? Was anybody? Was nobody in blue? Were none of y'all in blue? Did none of you people see this? What do you mean? Don't you start with that shit.
Walk among us.
You know what I mean.
Be careful who you trust.
Be careful who you trust. Okay, Karn, calm down. You're not a good card. It's a mythic. Karn is supposed to be... A lot of the Karn cards are good. Karn cards. And then, like, for him to finally get, like, a bad card, it's like... I guess he was due. Teferi, I don't think has managed to get a bad card yet. Teferi's very good. Baby Teferi, the 3-mana one from War of the Spark, just like, cool. You just make, like, a really good card that has card draw and removal, or, like, just... being on the battlefield will prevent you from your opponent from actually playing spells. Mother father. Ravaz. I think he's banned in like so many formats. And then Big Teferi, Hero of Dominaria. Not banned, but like, oh my god. Just like when that thing's on the field, fuck me. Hey, we got it. We got the vault progress up to 100%. Okay, so let's see. Golden Argosy. Argosy? I keep pronouncing this in my brain as Argosy, like USSY, because my brain is so warped by fucking the internet. I blame you people. What do you mean you people? Shut up, brain. I actually want to go check my collection. Shivan Devastator. Oh yeah, so we got one of these earlier, but yeah. This is like, so this is like a fireball, right? it's an X spell. It becomes an X. It gets as many tokens as it on it as you pay mana for it, right? But like you get to keep it. So sometimes you just have like a 6/6 or a 12/12, and you just get to keep slamming into your opponent's face, and they just have to go like, do I have anything that flies that could block that? No? Cool. Let me go check to see how we're doing on this collection. Alright, so it says 99%. I think it's just, yeah, it's those two cards. It's very specifically Big Monkey and Lord Windgrace. No, Dex. I think it's Big Monkey and Lord Windgrace. Let's double check. In terms of a collection. Did I not have a playset of those? Alright. Did I not have a playset of these? Jesus Christ. Alright, collection. Not collected. Rare Mythic. Dami Mommy United. Yeah, it's just these two. Monkey and Cat. Cat Monkey. Alright, so let's continue. Pecos. I'm not gonna open these 6. Or 9, rather. 3 plus 6 equals 9. Oh my god, I cracked it. I cracked the Da Vinci Code, guys. I don't know how I feel about that new Braids. Old Braids was okay. Like, it just forced. Hey, I think that's a playset now. I think that's all 4 haughty gins. Hot gins. Hottie. Hottie? Shanna. I feel like this is supposed to be a good card. I feel like it's supposed to be a good card. Never got to draft it. I really feel like it's supposed to be good. Never got to draft it. Hey, Elder Dragon War, let's go. Okay. I don't have a playset of this card in the background. Hey, wild card, let's go. This thing right here is Thran Temporal Portal. It becomes like a land of any type when it enters, but when you tap it for mana, it deals you with damage, which is not great. Maria, worst card for draft. Tap an untapped non-token artifact you control to add green. Tap 2, you control non-token. The worst part is it says non-token artifacts. It says non-token, which is so bad. I'm sorry. Like, if you're playing weapons in the deck, right? Sure. Maybe the wall deck it's good, but like, the wall deck wants Wingmantle Chaplain, which is a white creature. Red and green, I mean, they're adjacent, but like, you want to be able to cast your Wingmantle Chaplain on curve. Yeah. Do you play any collectible card games ready? Rith. I drafted this like once, and I don't think I ever got to even see it. And the rest of the deck just existed solely for me to try to like get this out and then play it, and it never worked out that way. This is such a good card. It's a 5/5 dragon for 5 mana that sometimes just makes you 4/4 dragons, and it's just like, cool, but also that's bullshit. Aw, that's fair. That's fair. 69, let's go. At least you know your weakness. I have not fought my weakness of collecting cards. You already have too many books. Oh god, that's also hard. Sometimes you just go like, this book look good. This description. A friend from work says that this is good. I've heard in my social circles that this one is very much gonna win. The oh no, I don't know the awards anymore. Pulitzer, there we go. Speaking of, I think Murakami is up for the Pulitzer or the Nobel.
A fight?
Hey, it's
And
Liliana
you think
again.
You can win.
A lot of popular books, and you could buy them for $1. But I don't know how I feel about used books, you know, because like people take those into the bathroom with them. Then again, I've bought used books at like the Strand bookstore, so like I shouldn't complain, right? You know what? I'm being a hypocrite here because I've bought used books. Oh, they're just trying to clear space. Anointed Peacekeeper. That makes sense. And I guess you can another one. I guess you can kind of tell sometimes. You just like look at it and it's just like, ah, that's all waterlogged. I like that you corrected the N. You got egg rolls? Did you bring any for the rest of the class, Mirage? Mirage? You bring any for the rest of the class? Kidding, kidding. I should have a snack though. Hey, a Defiler of Dreams. Oh my god, it's majestic, but also horrifying. Look at this fucking weird ass thing. You brought plenty. I want egg rolls. I want egg rolls. I want egg rolls. I want egg rolls. Cruelty of Gix. I think we're getting to the point where like I have the majority of these cards, and so like we are very much looking at narrowing down to where we have another mythic that I already have one of, but not four of. We're narrowing down to where we're going to get the rest of the set. Leyline Binding. This is a very good card. This is actually like I think a $20 card because it's so like the cost reduction on this is very real, and you can get Domain of 5 within like 2 turns, which is wild. My gems have not gone up at all. Yeah, I know, which is why I'm saying like I think we're filling out a lot of the rest of the set. Let's see, here we are. So yeah, see that? Okay, so we're 8 rares away from having one of each rare. It's funny because we're 3 uncommons away from that. But once we hit I guess another 8 packs, we're gonna start seeing gems. And another 8 packs or so, maybe 10. $30's good. 30's good. 30's good. 30's good. 30's good. 30's good. A good amount of egg rolls. You know? I don't think people can handle too many egg rolls. I mean, they're good. They're good. I like egg rolls. You know, usually full of cabbage. 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 Brain. Cabbage. Where is Big Monkey and Big Cat? That's what I want to know. I haven't pulled a single Big Monkey or Big Cat. There's a Leyline Binding. Alright. So yeah, duplicate protection is happening. And so I'm only getting cards that I did not have yet, right? Which is a lot. I didn't have 4 of yet, which is like a lot of the crap ones and a lot of the good ones. Like either it's really crappy or really good. Alright, so that's a mythic rare wild card that doesn't count. How many of these do I have? I started at 161. I started at 161, and we were going through them individually. I know, there's something wrong with me. Ah! What time is it? 7:14. Grades. Alright. Wait, hold on. How many away are we now? Oh! That's all of them! That's all of them! Alright, so we have 4 of each rare, right? It's just these mythics. Okay, so let's see what happens now. I think we're just gonna get gems now. Gems or mythics. Or wild cards. Mythic? Okay. Don't tell me it's just gonna give me mythics instead. Oh, because that would be... Nope, gems. See? Gems. 20 gems. There we go. So it's either rare... it's either wild cards or gems. Now. Yep. It's 20 per rare. And the mythics we don't have playsets of. Ah, there's a wild card. I got my hopes up. I was like, ooh, mythic? No. It's a wild card. It's fine. Gems. Most of these are going to be gems, because mythic rare cards are 1 in every like 7.4 packs. So most of these are just going to be gems. So we're just going to keep climbing up on gems. And I'm likely gonna end up getting more packs of this for the next set because the Mastery Pass just has packs of this. It has packs of whatever's in Standard. Hey, Jaya! Jaya!
To mess with me.
Wow. Nobody wants to mess with you, Jaya. You're too good. She's very powerful. Planeswalkers. Like, I mean, arguably I could just buy out the mythics that I don't have, because I have all these mythic rare wild cards, but I'm not going to. Because, like, having a full collection is not as important as just, like... Uh-oh. Ah, it's another Rith! It's another Rith! I think we got, like, a chance of, like, 4 more mythics here. Uh-oh. Karn Silex. This card is bad. This card is bad. People, when this first got revealed, it was like, is this going to be good in Tron? No. No. Tron is essentially, it's my pet deck. It plays like it plays a lot of lands that tap for more than 1 mana, but it's all colorless mana. So you end up playing like a lot of colorless things like Karn Silex. And people were like, is this going to be good? No, because it comes into play tapped. So you can't like play it and then like board wipe immediately. You have to play it and then wait until your next turn. And you can only use it as a sorcery, which means you can only use it on your turn. Oh, Oblivion Stone's so much better. More Gemos. Okay, so that was the first mythic, right? I'm actually gonna count. It should be like possibly 4. I shouldn't say that there's like any guarantee. There's no guarantee, right? You just get what you get. You get what you get. You like it. And sometimes you get like no mythics. You know, it's random. Hey, Soul of Windgrace. All right, there's Big Cat. Now where's Big Monkey? Let's try to get Big Monkey. Let's try to get Big Monkey. That's 2, by the way. Let's try to get Big Monkey. Big Monkey, come here. Big Monkey, I summon you. I am doing the chant of Big Monkey. Ooga chaka, ooga chaka. That's not Big Monkey. Ooga, ooga. I can't stop this feeling deep inside of me. Girl, you just don't realize what you do to me. Oh, it's Big Monkey. It's a Silverback Elder. It's a big gorilla. When you hold me in your arms so tight, you let me know everything's alright. I'm hooked on a feeling. It's a mythic rare. It's a pretty good card. Like, nobody would pass it up in draft because it's very good. If you see it, you first pick it in a draft, and then you start to like play in green. It's a very good card. I don't know if it sees play outside of like, you know, Commander, but it's very good. Hold on. I have to wash my hand now. I'll be back. Also, Mythic Wildcard. I'll be right back. I have to wash my hand and my face, and hopefully there's no goo all over my face. I'll be right back. I made the big stickies. I messaged you. I messaged you. What? Bah. I forgot that happens sometimes. Oh yeah. So Blowfish Man, I actually asked him how he does it because I couldn't figure it out, and yeah, it's just, I got the big. Oh my god. Oh my god, I'm so low poly. I thought about increasing my Can I? I don't know if I can. Uh oh, where's my mouse? Where's my mouse? I don't know if I can. Hold on. Cause oh, I guess it would be through my browser, right? I guess it would be through my login. It would be through my browser. My alerts, channel points, how do I work? Extension. I can't. That's right. I can't hear it. Test user played a test alert. Is that? I don't even know if that worked. Please let me know if that worked. It worked. Okay. I thank you, Bellic, for coming up with that solution, because I was just like, ah! I fucked up. I did fuck up. That should have been there. That was my fault that I didn't have that there. So monkey is pretty good. I don't necessarily need it. I just want to see if I can pull one. Here's the thing, right? With cards, right, and with opening things in cards, you should never really hope to open a specific thing, right? I've spoken with so many people who are like, man, it'd be awesome if I opened incredibly valuable card on the secondary market. It's like, yeah, but chances are you won't. So like, don't get your hopes up, buddy. You know, like I tend to sandbag people by going like, yeah, that likely doesn't happen. So, you know, just try to be happy with what you get, right? Why does this feel like gambling? It kind of is. Back when Pokemon first started out with their card game, that shit went to the Senate because some people, some parents groups felt that it was too akin to gambling, because kids would like open packs and be upset that if they didn't get the foil Charizard or the foil anything, right? So much as going and claiming that like, oh yeah, if my kids don't get a single foil, they just leave the cards there. It's just like getting scratchers. So like when people try to like pull specific cards from like randomized booster packs in a field or in a set where there's like hundreds of cards, just buy the singles. And I know that like it doesn't feel great to pay like $15-20 for a single card, but like if you like want to play the deck, sometimes like either you do without, or you know, that's what the secondary market value is. You could trade for them if you have other things, but like you know. That said, there was one card from the previous set, New Capenna, called like Ledger Shredder. It's a bird advisor, and it, after the set got released, it shot up from like being a $1 rare to like a $20 card. And I was just like, oh great, that's played in like all the decks that I like. I just misevaluated it, and now if I want one, I need to pay how much? $80 a playset. And so I bought pre-release kits and I pulled 3 of them, and I was just like, cool, I got lucky. Like, I recognize that I got lucky, but, and also like I was gambling with pre-release kits, but also like, cool, I got that. You know, I only need 3. You technically a 4th one would be good if I wanted to play it in like red blue birds, but you know. No, it is. It's way cheaper. It's way cheaper. And in fact, like, you know, if you need like specifically like a playset of, let's say, a certain card, like let's say you need a playset of Essence Scatter, you could get these for like probably 5 cents each, you know. Some people will just give you commons, right? Like if you ask them nicely, like, do you have any copies of, they'll be like, dude, I have like 700 of those. I will, next time I see you, fucking here, send me a text and I will give you them, because I do not want them in my house. And like you see them the next time and they just give you those cards, right? It's really like the rares and the mythics, and sometimes there'll be an uncommon that's like, oh, that's very good. And it sees play in like multiple formats. What's this? Ah, Shanna! Shanna na 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 na. Was that 4 mythics yet? Oh my god. Last one. Last one. I don't think we got it. Yeah, no monkey. No monkey. Alright, so if we go back to our collection, it'll show me that I do not have the monkey. Finally got a 4th one of those uncommons. Let's see. So Dami Mama United, rare, not collected. Okay. So it's just monkey. It's just monkey that we don't have one of. But if we look at everything that we have and don't have, what am I missing total? I'm missing, oh, you know what it is? I have one of every rare, right? So mythic rares, what am I missing? I'm missing that. I'm missing 3 of these, 1 of these, 3 of these, 1 of these, 1 of these, 3 of these. Zur is such a bad card. We have playsets of those. What you got? 3 of those, 1 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. Hey, what's up to Bruce? I mean, right? Dude, oh god. And it was wild. Well, back in the day, right? Before, I don't know. There was like a time back when like modern decks, specifically modern decks, were like tens of thousands of dollars for like something standard like Jund. It's all come down considerably because of Modern Horizons 2. For those of you that don't play Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast released like these two supplemental sets for the modern format, which is a format that uses cards from like 8th edition to like now, right? And Modern Horizons 2 was like these supplemental sets that meant to take cards from like ages ago before 8th edition, but also it put new cards into the format, and it's so like, especially the second one, it's so pushed, right? That like a lot of the older decks, it's like it's not even like the reprints. Like I don't know if you've heard, Bruce. Also, welcome aboard, by the way. I recently found out that Snapcaster Mage, which used to be like an $80 card, is now available for under $20. Like you can go to TCG Play It right now and get a Snapcaster Mage for under $20, and it's because like it's been like pushed out of the format because of power creep. Because Modern Horizons 2 is so powerful as a set that people are mostly playing Modern Horizons 2 cards now, right? Most of the decks that are playing red aren't even playing like 4 lightning bolts. They're playing 3 lightning bolts and 4 copies of there's this new removal spell that's not lightning bolt. Lightning bolt was great because you could throw it at your opponent's face for 3 damage. They're playing Unholy Heat because that hits planeswalkers or creatures for 6. Brr. Like that. I mean, first of all, when you get that online, it's not a cool card. It's just like, oh, 6. 1 mana? Cool. I love it. That's great that you have that, sir. Back in the day, you can go to card stores and buy cards a la carte. No, you could still do that at game stores, most game stores actually make more money off the a la carte cards, right? And very specifically of like pricey singles. I don't think comic book stores really exist anymore. Like I feel like those have gone the way of the dodo, and that's kind of a shame. I should just get the one. Hold on. Out of the set collection, right? Look at that. We got all the rares, commons, and uncommons. It's just one of these, and then we can start filling out the rest of that. Ah, it's monkey. You got comic book stores over there? I had 2 local comic stores. They're gone. If I want to go to a comic book store, I have to go to Manhattan and like take a train trip to either Forbidden Planet, which is a massive comic book store. That's actually where I saw I see like a lot of creators there. Like I think Dan Slott was there at one point. I probably just walked right by him. I know I was there the day that he was there. I was like, I don't care. But he's a very prolific Spider-Man writer. Oh god, Joe Bob Briggs from Last Drive-In, I think it's called, was there. Oh, he's just like a pleasant old man. It was really cool to see him there. I didn't wait to see to online to go see him. I just like stumbled into the store, going like, why is there a huge ass fucking line out here? Then I go in there and he's just like, this is pleasant old man. I'm like, oh, I know that guy. Yeah, so there's Forbidden Planet, and then there's another giant comic book store called Midtown Comics. But that's it, You know what it is? Rent in New York is like crazy. And so I know that like comic books have been coming up a lot in price. Like I remember when they started being like $3 for like a regular issue, and I was just like, that's a lot. And now it's just like, no sir, is not a lot. You haven't seen a lot yet, bitch. And friggin', what was it? I think like comic books nowadays are like $5 to $7 for like regular standard issues. And what I think is crazy about that is like, these comic book companies, they don't make their money off of comic books anymore. You know, they make their money off of toys and merchandise and movies. Comic books are an afterthought. I am part of the problem. I'm sorry, Bruce. But also, like, I feel like, especially with Magic, with Wizards of the Coast, they've been doing a lot to undermine their own businesses. You know what I mean? Like, what was it? I don't know if you heard. A couple of weeks ago, October, they did like this early Black Friday thing, and Wizards of the Coast, in conjunction with Amazon, hashtag not sponsored, they posted like tons of boxes and bundles and sealed product on Amazon for like half off. They were fire selling this shit. You could buy boxes of I bought a box of Midnight Hunt draft boosters for $52 from Amazon, direct from Amazon. And they had other boxes. They had Crimson Vow at $49.99. They had what was it? AFR Adventures in the Forgotten Realms for $50. They had like a bunch of Commander product half off, bundles half off. Like it all sold out really quickly. I just happened to be awake at like 6 in the morning because my sleep schedule's fucked. But like later on in the day, I saw like Wizards of the Coast was like actively promoting this, and it's just like, how the fuck are LGS is supposed to compete with that? They're already having a hard enough time competing with Amazon. How are they supposed to compete when you, the company that publishes this stuff and produces it, advertises that the biggest competitor is selling boxes for half of what you would pay at a local game store? And so like buying at a local game store now becomes a labor of love. It's just like, I buy here because I love this store, but like, you know, because of their overhead and everything, they have to charge more. Like the cost of a standard box is not $100 anymore. It's got to go up. They've already announced like a nebulous 11% increase, right? It's terrible. It really is. I'm gonna just get this one thing. Craft. There we go. We crafted the monkey. God. I haven't been to a mall in years. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been to a mall in years, and like, I've seen footage of like dead malls. Oh, it's so creepy, and I mean, like I don't know. Maybe it's just like, no, but it was happening before the pandemic, right? So like, it wasn't necessarily like, oh yeah, we can't stay in business because nobody's coming because of the pandemic. It's more like, the rent's too high, we're not making money, we're actually hemorrhaging funds, we need to fire sell everything and cancel, declare bankruptcy for the company, and then like just get out of our rent because I don't think we could afford another like 6 months at like $4,000 a month. You know, it's like, there's a mall kind of close to me. Like I could walk there if I wanted to. I don't want to walk. It's like an hour. I've walked to there once. No, I've walked from there once, and it was on 9/11. I remember this. Because I like a buddy and I on 9/11, after everything was happening, and it became kind of apparent that they weren't gonna let us out on time. He and I were like, let's just go, and I was just like, all right. It was his suggestion, and we just started walking. We caught a bus that went right to King's Plaza. It's called King's Plaza, this mall. And then from King's Plaza, I walked basically home. It took like maybe an hour and change. Shit, I'm old, guys. Oh god, the rent is just, it's ridiculous, and I like, and like the profit margins on card stores is like razor thin, which is one of the reasons why I understand, like, if you want to sell, I should say it this way: if you as an individual try to sell your collectible cards to a store, they're gonna offer you half of what the market value is, and that's because they have to make their profit. They have like so much overhead, and like, you know, they can offer you like trade at like a higher rate, but like for the most part, if you want cash, just cash and go, yeah, it's gonna be half, right? A friend of ours, oh no, Bruce, the other day a friend of ours was telling, he might still be here actually, he was telling us that he had sealed boxes of first edition Fossil Pokemon, and I think it was Gym Heroes, and like it's a lot of money, it's a ton of money, but like if you just walk into a store, like a game shop, they'll be like, if they can get a good market value, they'll be like, that's how much this is worth, we can offer you like half, maybe a little bit more than that, just because of the rarity of those things. Because like, you know, you can't, like, they can't afford to not like try to, and then even then just regardless of how much it's worth, they're still gonna like also try to like make even more money on top of that because the profit margins are so small. 10 squats, Jesus Christ, ready. All right, you got me, she got me, guys. Let's gotta collect it. We got one of each. Oh yeah, so that's the monkey that I didn't have. I had the full art, but not the actual cards. All right, so thank you. Ready for the 10 squats? Oh, I just bought it with the wild card. I was like, fuck it. I'm sorry, ready. I was like looking at it, I was just like, you know what? Let me just get it with the one wild card. That'll probably be, that way I don't have to go crazy. See? We're not going crazy. Consignment sounds very, actually fair. I'll be honest, like a 20%, you know, a 20% commission off of an eBay. Oh, God. I've been selling some things off eBay that I don't need, you know, while the selling is good. And eBay takes off so much on top of it. Oh. Pardon. From what I understand, I don't know how 100% true this is. From what I understand, eBay takes a final value fee off of the shipping that you charge as well as the taxes that have been added to the purchase. They take a percentage from that from you. And I'm pretty sure that's illegal. But also, they're getting away with it, so... Oh no. Miko, hey, there you are. Oh boy, it's time for the weird ASMR shit. I'm so sorry. You're so upset with this cooldown I have for squats. Listen, half of these throaty grunts that I'm letting through into the microphone are because I'm fairly winded. That's why we have a cooldown for it. How you doing, Opa? 102,000. Oh my god. You're really saving for that, aren't you? I should redeem it now. No, can you imagine? Right before you get there. Someone's redeemed it. Who's redeemed it? Who's redeemed it? Who redeemed it? How you doing, Opa? How's your day been, man? What is my cooldown for squats? I'm sorry. I'm gonna look at it real quick. That's not what I meant to click. Hold on. We'll get there eventually. All right. Browser. Ooh, that was a hell of a Belcherino. All right, so let's see. Edit 10 squats. What's my cooldown? 20 minutes. All right, we'll change it to 10. I think I can survive 10. 10 minutes. We'll change it to 10. Oh, take a drink. I got you, Lincoln. Thank you. You got your tattoo? Oh shit, dude. Did you post it? Opa, did you? Wait, did it take a long time? I want to see this because the way you were describing it to me, I was just like, cool. But I need to see that. Did you post it online? Did you post it on the Twitter? You imagine? There was one time, that reminds me, Mirage. Oh, you did. Oh my god. Oh boy. Oh, that's a lot of work. Wait. It is on Twitter. Oh my god. That does look kind of cool. Are you getting it Hey Link, how you doing? You're gonna be okay. That was my next question. If you know, when that was coming out. Oh my god, that's massive. Holy shit, you were like, I was trying to picture this and it was like, that's either gonna be huge or I don't know. Oh, that's really good. I like that shit. Oh man, this is gonna be a while of work too, isn't it? How you doing, Link? What, Lincoln? No. How dare you call her the foe, Link? She is 100% as real as you and or I. Uh-oh, my cat's here. My cat's here. My cat is here. She is a hanging out here. She's a bed girl. I'm looking at her. She's very cute though. I knew that having you both here, Link Soul and I'm Lincoln, that would be a problem. I knew it. I kinda knew it. We have 97% of the set. Mostly it's the mythics. It's actually just 7 mythics. No, sorry. I can't math. It's 27 mythics. I have 27 mythic rare wildcards, but will I spend them? The answer to that question is in fact no, I will not. Highlander. Wait. Oh. Actually, that'd be kind of cool. He's gonna have purple flames. But, wait. Hold on. Let me look at this again. I actually don't know which Digimon this is. I almost said Pokemon like a fucking idiot. Has it been a minute yet? I think it's been more than a minute. Okay. Wait, this fuck, I'm sorry. This Digimon, he's like black and gold, right? I'm sorry. My cat's here. I'm expecting her to yell at me at any minute. Any moment now, she's gonna be like, "Meow." Hi, Summer. Wanna sit in my lap? Wanna sit in my lap, baby girl? You good girl? You good girl? Alphamon. Okay, I gotta look that up. Alphamon. Okay, it is black and gold. I like the color scheme. Okay. It's the Aloof Hermit. Empty Seat. It's a Mega Holy Knight Warrior. Vaccine. Alright, I'm reading too many words that I don't know the meaning of. It do look cool though. Oh man, that's... Is this a model kit or a figure? That's a SH Figuarts. Oh, that looks nice. It does look like it looks like it fucks hard, my dude. Angel. Come here, you. Come here, you. No. You owe me this. You owe me this. Your property. Come here. Give me this. Oh. Yeah. You full of purrs, good girl. It's a baby. She's like, I'm tired of your shit. She keeps shooting me these looks like. Alright, let me put this behind me so that you don't get any ideas about this cord. Like, the thing about... It's Angelwoman, by the way. It's not Angemon. Angemon's the guy. Angelwoman, I think, is like... It digivolves from, like, a cat. So, like, it's so weird because... A lot of Digimon, what's like the designs of like their final or their later evolutions, it's just like cool. It evolves from like this smiling blob to like this leather jacket wearing claw studded fuck beast. You know what I mean? Gatomon. Oh, see, she knows off the top of her head. Gatomon, which I'm assuming is a cat, right? Yeah, it's a cat. She's a cat. And she digivolves into Angelwoman, and it's just like, oh, they really want people to be horny for this. Like it's some horny ass art. It is like all horned up. I'm sorry, like I'm overusing the word, but also, right? I didn't. I might have. But like it's just right? Like the like so many of those Digimon though, they evolve from like, okay, that looks like a pet to, okay, that thing fucking benches 400 pounds at the gym, and I'm pretty sure he's gonna hit on my mom, right? Like, there was like, what was it? Like, there's a wolf one that, like, it's got a leather jacket on and like spikes all over it, and he just looks like a buff dude, right? Angemon is like a buff dude, right? There's so many, like, okay, that's just a buff dude with like an animal head. I mean, I get it, but also, and like some of it is just like, yeah, that gonna look badass, but like, you know, like, it's just like, why are they drawing these as sexualized beings? Because they're kind of, you know, they are. 90% of men would boink a cat girl. Oh no, I just realized I'm in big mode. I must have accidentally hit the button. Nobody tells me when I accidentally hit the button, do they? Okay, get out of that shit. I guess that it's just, oh, you know what it is? That's right, it's a hotkey. It's a hotkey. Every time I hit L on my machine, it's a hotkey. I probably should change that then, shouldn't I? That was my fault. Yeah. Okay. You know what? It's like 8. I'm probably gonna just raid out instead of playing what's it called? Later. After this. What was the game called? World of Horror. L for Lich. No. No, no, Bellic, why? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? Why? Why would you say that? Why? Why? I can't believe you. I think you do, Mirage. I really do think you do. I think because you've been here the most consistently. I'm not judging or pointing blame at anybody or anything. I'm not saying anything negative about anybody who does not have as many points as Mirage, but you should all have as many points as Mirage. What's wrong with you people? I'm kidding. I'm fucking kidding. But yeah, I do think you have the most points. I think you do. You've reported the most points? I can't tell, right? There's no way for me to actually look. Which is, oh no. My cat's in my lap right now. She's right there. She's just like, I am in lap. She's getting comfortable too. Like, she's all curled up in a ball in my lap. All right, hold on. Hold on. Let me make sure I did all the shoutouts. I did. Okay. I did. No. We don't owe people anything, no. We don't allow ourselves to owe nothing to the government, to nobody. All right, Summer. Can you give me a second? Can you give me a second? She's not sleeping. She's like totally awake. She's just like, let me hang out in your lap. I was like, nah. You give me a second. Baby girl. She's aware. She's aware. Like, she aimed her ear at me. She's like, Is that? No, okay. You're a bad girl. Yeah, you're a bad girl. I'm gonna pet her until she gets antsy and then gets up. That's the technique. Wait. No, don't bite. She thinks she's so cute, by the way. She thinks she's so cute. All right, I'm gonna refund your points, Bellic. I'm gonna refund your points right now, actually. Is it goals? No. Manage reward requests. Okay. Where are we? Bellic, reject. There we go. And then complete the rest of these. There we go. All right, so I refunded your points. What am I doing? Guys? I know what I'm doing. Oh no, let's mute myself. Oh no. Discover Luna. They really want you to stream from Luna. Oh my god. Who we doing? What we doing, guys? What we doing? I'm trying to figure this out. I do want to raid out, right? And just like make the dinner. And make a dinner. Who have I not raided before? I know. What's up, Chuck? How you doing? Let me toss you a quick shout out, guys. You don't know my if you don't know my dude Chuck right here, boy, howdy, you better fucking fix that right goddamn now. Yeah, we've been on for like 5 hours. Just taking our time, you know. Oh no, I see myself and it's weird. I see myself on stream because I'm looking to like raid somebody and I haven't figured it out. Oh, okay. Wait, it's got to be Overwatch 2. Oh god, I cannot keep up with that game. We had a conversation about it earlier. Overwatch 2 is just like there's so much shit going on. It's so fast paced. I can't. Oh man. Callisto Protocol looks really good. Like it looks like it's more visceral. It looks like you have to use more melee weapons instead of like getting into like shooty combat. I kind of want to see what the final product is. I've watched a few like YouTubers and game journalists like talking about it while showing off the footage that they had of it. It looks really good. Like it looks real good. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out who to raid. I think I know. I think I know. Give me a second. Also, guys, please stick around for the raid. Well, it's everyone that left from EA, right? It's everyone who left from EA, which is kind of cool because like EA. I heard that they stifle everybody's creativity there. You know what I mean? Like they're trying to just make games for whatever quadrants or things that they feel like it should what the game should be. You know what I mean? And like, nah, maybe let people do what they're like what they want to do, what they feel in their hearts. But no, they're a big company and they're like, we need to make a bottom line amount of money here. And then also Dead Space is getting a remake, so it's real weird. It's almost like they're trying to release something to compete with it just to fuck with them. I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. All right, let me see. Hold on. Let's see how far along this person is currently in their stream. Okay, they just started. Okay. Yeah, I think I found out who to raid. It's a homegirl right here. Right. All right. I think I figured out how to raid. They're playing Persona 3? 3. Oh my god. Overwatch. Like, I'm not good at FPS games. Like, I'm actually really trash at FPS games, right? I found somebody to raid. I'm trash at FPS games, but what I've seen of Overwatch 2 is just like, this is too fast. I do not have these kinds of reflexes. I don't have those kinds of reflexes. You know what I mean? It's just like, oh my fucking Christ. Yeah. So we're gonna raid Tifaraga? Tifaraga? I hope I'm saying that right. She is playing Persona 3 FES, which is, I think that just came out on like Steam. There we go. Oh, I'm a genius. I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm talking about. I don't know what's going on here. Guys, thank you all for joining me today. Uh-oh, Summer. No. Keep that cord away from your mouth. Guys, I want to thank you all for joining me today. We said goodbye to probably one of the better Magic the Gathering or draft formats that I've played in a while. Like I have really high hopes for Brothers War though, because I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I think it comes out like even this week on Wednesday. So 5. Oh, Persona 5. Persona 5 is it's the kind of game that like if you were ever like never really into turn-based role-playing games, right? This game will change that. I've met so many people that were convinced to play Persona 5 just as a lark, and afterwards they were just like, what have I been missing? It is very long. My playthrough of it is we've broken 200 hours. But granted, that's me doing the stupid like, hey, I'm gonna voice act every character, right? If you zoom through the text, you'll get through it a lot faster. I think my original playthrough of it, without guides or anything, I just played, was like 120 hours. But that's the thing, right? Like a lot of these turn-based role-playing games, they're long. Like they're just long. My main problem with the Yakuza series, especially not especially with the long cutscenes, but just like with the plot, is that like, and this happens with a lot of JRPGs too. If it gets too convoluted, I forget things. I beat it like a dragon. I beat Like a Dragon. I beat it on stream. I think that was actually, so I think that was like the beginning of the year, because I remember I was streaming it on my PlayStation 4, just my PlayStation 4, because my laptop had died, and so I was between computers at that time, and so I had to like play. I was just like, well, I want to stream, so I guess I'll just stream from my PlayStations, you know? So, okay, so we're gonna raid Tiferaga. She's playing Persona 3 FES. She's a cool chick. Guys, I want you all to meet her. Right now, she's got a Snorlax hoodie. It's great. Very, very cozy vibes I'm getting from her. I always get cozy vibes from her. Please stick around for the raid. I want to thank you all for joining me today. Putting up my bullshit while we went through these packs, which took fucking forever, as well as these 2 drafts, which I got really salty during one of them. Mainly because like it just felt like that deck should have worked better. Oh well, these things happen. Guys, before we go, if you haven't gotten your COVID-19 vaccines and it's reasonable for you to do so, and it's available in your area, please get your shots because that shit can save your life. What else?
He's a good boy. Why don't always a good boy?
Okay. Additionally, I think that's it. We'll be back Monday. With Persona 5, actually. Fully voice acted by one stupid idiot. And also whatever's in game. You know how it goes. But yeah, thank you for joining me today. That includes all of you guys in front, not the guys in front, and not the lurkers. Fuck, my brain is shutting down. I'm sorry. You guys in front, the chatters. Got it right that time. Y'all in the back, the lurkers. Everybody that came by with the Phoenix Time and the Inari Sushi raids. I think that's it. But yeah. I'm gonna go relax, make some dinner, right? But let's stick around for the raid. In fact, let me do the end credits now. Oh my god, I screwed up. I usually tell the thing to start the raid first. I'm a baka. Hold on. Tiferaga. There we go. Okay, she's playing Persona 3 FES. Let's start this raid now. If you've got a raid message, by the way, please feel free to use it. How many viewers? Jesus Christ, I did not know I had 21 viewers. Oh my god. Hi everybody. Thank you for joining me, especially welcome aboard. Holy shit. If you like what you see and you're new to the channel, please give us a follow. But more importantly, again, if you have your own raid message, please feel free to use it. I provided 2. I am not top tier. I'm like very, very low. I'm like, listen to me. I am like snail on the bottom. There's slime all over my crotch. Why did I say that? Fuck. If you're a subscriber, please use the first raid message. The second raid message with the tentacles is for non-subscribers. The first one has channel emotes. I'm sorry. There's something wrong with me. There's always been something wrong with me, but that's okay. That's okay. We're gonna get through this, guys. Y'all have a wonderful evening, okay? I will see you all around, probably if you're streaming, or if next time we'll be back on Monday with some Persona 5, The Royal with cheese. But until next time, guys, have a lovely weekend. Stay safe out there. Do not eat the yellow snow. I know it's tempting. You're going to be seeing a lot more of it in the coming months. And I'll catch you all next time. Same bat time, same bat channel. Have a good night, everybody.